What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy, and after a series of just blatant disasters for Doctor Who, we now have new information. But before we move on to that, we just got to go through what these disasters were exactly. You had the church on Ruby Road, the Christmas special, and the first outing for Ncuti Gatwa released. And as of right now, audiences are actually hating this more than they hated the 60th anniversary special. I never thought it was possible, but we're now looking at a show sitting at a 38% on audience score over on Rotten Tomatoes, a show that used to range about 70% across the board prior to Jodie Whittaker era. Yeah, it ain't being reviewed well. A show that outright had their RTD, the George Lucas at one point, now no better than dog lover Dave Filoni, coming out and radically changing Doctor Who, taking away Davros's life support system, saying that it was akin to being bad to the paraplegic and the handicapped people. It was a mockery of them. And then attacking fans, you had the Doctor actually getting lectured about both pronouns and being a male-presenting Time Lord. You also had a blatant race change in a historical figure known as Sir Isaac Newton, going from a white guy to an Indian guy, Pakistan. I don't know how to say it right, but moving on. You then had Ncuti Gatwa come out and hint at what's coming up for Doctor Who itself, being basically a whole episode based upon his race and another episode based on his very leftist liberal bubble. His words, not mine. Again, those are his words, not mine. You now rapidly continue to see people dropping off Doctor Who altogether. This being one of their worst rated Christmas specials and first outings for a Doctor ever. Actually, it is the worst viewed Christmas special in history and about the second worst viewed Doctor outing in history. That's how bad this is, okay? Remember, Jodie Whittaker era had 10 million people just to watch her overnight, just to watch her initial run. Ncuti Gatwa only got 4 million in a country of 70 million people. You now have, you have it over here again. Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor Who Christmas special ratings are second worst debut in history. Viewers abandon the show, ignore that last part. I don't really care about that. But what I do care about is the simple fact that it's the second worst outing for a Doctor, first worst outing for a Christmas special ever. But hey, it gets better because they're gonna promise more. New Doctor Who companion actress Millie Gibson says upcoming episodes will attract a lot of Gen Z, featuring many controversial elements. Oh my God, you just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. And the reality is it won't. It won't because, I'll save that little tidbit of information towards the end, because Gen Z doesn't watch terrestrial television anymore, or most streamers. I just gotta be honest. But let's get into this. New Doctor Who companion actress Millie Gibson says upcoming episodes will attract a lot of Gen Z, feature many controversial elements. Well, we scroll down here. We start right here. Gibson, new companion, provided this tease to her time in the TARDIS during a December interview with UK-based news outlet The Independent. Pressed by the outlet's senior culture and lifestyle writer, Katie Roskowski, I don't know how to say that name, screw off, as to whether or not she could give any details as to what fans might expect from her and the Gatwa's adventure, Gibson carefully asserted, Ruby has a relationship with the Doctor that I don't think the audience has necessarily seen before. So, I can't find this, but my good buddy Jed, the Hollywood Scholar, shout out to the Hollywood Scholar, go subscribe to him. He has actually informed me on what Gibson has said in the past as to what their relationship will be. I can't find the actual article right now. Jed's busy doing something, so I can't hit him up to actually have him send me where he had this information. But the reality is they're going to be gay best friends. That's the reality. That's their relationship. They are just going to be gay best friends. Ncuti Gatwa is going to be gay, and Ruby is just going to be best friends. They're just best friends. That's the relationship. So we've seen this technically before in the form of Donna and the Doctor, because they were just best friends, but the doctor was straight, so was Donna, but they're gonna do it all over again. Just now we're having, gay best friends, GBF. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, that's the reality of what we're getting there. She really humanizes him and balances him to be more like her. Really more innocent and pure and human, which is so beautiful to watch. But yet, at the same time, if this is a relationship we haven't seen before, we've seen this. Every other doctor, all the companions humanize the doctor. The doctor, when left alone, we've seen what he does. He becomes a god. He becomes this omnipowerful being that tries to do whatever he can. And it's not good. He's alone. He needs the human element to humanize him. This isn't new. This isn't groundbreaking. This is what Doctor Who has always been. So don't come out here and say, well, they haven't seen this before. I'm going to humanize him. I'm going to make him more grounded, more innocent, more pure, more human. Now, that's happened tons and tons of times already. We've seen it with David Tennant. We've seen it, David Tennant alone. It's not good. We've seen it with Matt Smith. Matt Smith alone was not good. We saw it with Capaldi. Capaldi actually needed, I can't think of her name, Clara? I don't remember if it's Clara or not. My brain's not remembering. She helped humanize him as well because he was a little bit out there kind of guy. Not out there, but he didn't understand human social cues, stuff like that. He just wanted to go do work. She was there to help keep him more human. That's the whole purpose of the human companion, is to keep him human. She added, additionally, noting that there's a hidden secret with Ruby that rolls throughout the whole series. Oh my God, a hidden secret. I don't really care. I don't care what your secret is. You're just trying to get people in. Here's another thing, though, that just becomes really stupid to hear. From there, Gibson claimed that her and Gatwa's first season or first series or season for the American viewers would have an element of Black Mirror in it. Not so much at the start, but definitely grows darker. Why are you comparing Doctor Who to Black Mirror? Why? Like, Black Mirror is Twilight Zone, just modernized Twilight Zone. Why are you comparing Doctor Who, which is, I believe, older than Twilight Zone? I might be wrong, but why aren't you comparing Doctor Who to Doctor Who? Why aren't you saying, hey, we're going to have a darker season of Doctor Who? It's going to be more like old Doctor Who. Why are you comparing Doctor Who, one of the most groundbreaking sci-fi series of all times, one of the longest running sci-fi series of all times, to Black Mirror, which is a newer sci-fi series, not even based off Doctor Who, but is based off Twilight Zone? This is one of the stupidest things ever. Why are you comparing Doctor Who to Black Mirror? Why are you trying to say it's going to have an element of Black Mirror in it? Why aren't you having elements of Doctor Who in it? I would like the Doctor and my Doctor Who show. I would like Doctor Who and my Doctor Who show. I don't want Black Mirror and my Doctor Who show. If I want Black Mirror, I'll go watch Black Mirror. What the heck? This doesn't even make sense. This is her outright saying Doctor Who is no more. It's no more. She doesn't even know what the Doctor Who is. She further declared that the series' upcoming slew of Russell T Davies helmed episodes will attract a lot of Gen Z as they go with the times and represent a lot of faces and themes that are really important to see on television. Oh my God, guys, we're gonna have more diversity. We're gonna have more diversity and inclusion, and we're gonna add more faces on the show that are really important to nowadays. Gen Z, you're gonna love it. Here's the reality. Here's the ultimate reality. Gen Z won't watch it. They just won't. You can come out here and say, well, they'll watch it on Disney Plus. They'll watch it on the iPlayer. The reality is they're not watching it on Disney Plus now, and they're not watching it on the iPlayer now. Because if they were, we'd have those numbers. But here's the vast reality. Gen Z doesn't watch TV. They just don't. What they watch is YouTube, TikTok, things like that. They don't go out of their way to go watch terrestrial television anymore. They don't go out their way to go do anything else. They're busy with TikTok, YouTube, video games, stuff like that. They don't care about Doctor Who. They don't care about any of this. They're busy watching. If they do watch streaming services, which some of them do, I do now and then, guess what I'm watching? I'm watching Office. They're watching Friends. They're watching How I Met Your Mother. They're watching old reruns of classic comedies on repeat over and over and over and over again because they know it's good and they're going to enjoy it no matter what. Gen Z isn't gonna watch this. It never will. We saw this also in regards to Gundam Witch of Mercury. They changed up Gundam's whole themes and everything like that to try to attract a new, younger audience. And guess what? It failed. It will always fail. You can't attract Gen Z. The way you do get Gen Z, though, here's how you do get Gen Z. Put out a good show. Just put out a good show. Put out a good show with a good story, a good theme. You will attract tons of people, and you might attract Gen Z that way. As of right now, you're not getting Gen Z. They're not coming to watch you. There's so many controversial elements to this season. Oh my God, guys. They're outright saying it too, by the way. They're outright saying, hey, there's going to be controversial elements. There's going to be woke elements. We're going to have tons of woke stuff in here, okay? The good sort of controversy, and it's what we need to see on our tellies, the actress added. Some people might think this isn't the Doctor Who I know, but I'm really excited to see it. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. We're going to make Doctor Who even woker than before. It's going to be even more woke. We're going to have even more diversity, inclusion, representation, and all that. It's going to attract the Gen Zers, and it's not going to be the Doctor Who that everybody grew up with. It's going to be Black Mirror. That's what it's going to be. So, bye, Doctor Who. This is them outright admitting it. This is them outright admitting the truth of what's going on in Doctor Who now. They don't care about Doctor Who. They never cared about Doctor Who. They don't want to make Doctor Who. They want to make their own stuff. They're just using the IP of Doctor Who. They have done this across the board in regards to countless different IPs. They don't care about that IP. They never cared about that IP. They're just going to take that IP, shove their own stuff into it, and make it their own, when in reality, it's disrespecting the IP. They don't like Doctor Who, so they're going to make Black Mirror. That's what they wanted. They wanted to make Black Mirror, so they're going to take Doctor Who and make Black Mirror. Gen Z Black Mirror, everybody. She doesn't care about Doctor Who either. That's the vast reality here. This is them just admitting that they don't want to do Doctor Who. They want to do something completely different. It's really cool that they're doing concepts like these and changing it up. No, what you're more proud of is that they've killed Doctor Who. They're now doing something just with the Doctor Who corpse, something that I can't say on YouTube that because it could get it's very nasty and very bad. Revolves around defiling a corpse and stuff like that. But that's the reality here. This is the vast reality of what we are getting right now, is them outright boasting that they have destroyed Doctor Who, that they are proud they're not doing Doctor Who, and they're going to be woker, they're going to have more of all the stuff in there, more of the message, more of everything, and they're also boasting about how it's going to be more like Black Mirror instead of Doctor Who. Wow, that's fantastic. Comparing Black Mirror, a newer sci-fi show, to Doctor Who, one of the oldest sci-fi shows out there. Oh God, that is fan-freaking-tastic. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please, guys, give me a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.